Hi, this is Nasniowski. We're doing analysis of algorithms. We're doing the homeworks for chapter 23. I just picked one problem in chapter 23, so it's not very interesting. And I just wanted to, you have to know Kruskal's algorithm, you have to know Prim's algorithm, but this is just one problem. So I'm going to read you the problem. Kruskal's algorithm can return different spanning trees for the same input, graph G, depending on how it breaks ties when edges are sorted into order. Show that each minimal spanning tree T of G, there is a way to sort the edges in G in Kruskal's algorithm so that the algorithm returns T. Okay, so it's a stupid question, gotta say. But the point is as follows. Kruskal's algorithm accepts a graph and it returns a tree in that graph, a minimum spanning tree. Now, there is not one minimum spanning tree. There could be many different minimum spanning trees. The point is, all the different minimum spanning trees will have the same weight. In other words, if you add up all the edges in those trees, you're going to have the same weight. So, I'm not sure I totally understand what the question is, but let's say there's a complicated graph here, and I'm not drawing the entire graph, but I just want to say, let's say each one of these graphs have weight 7. In other words, they have 7. And let's say some of these edges are in the tree, and some of them are not. Okay? So here's what they want. Now, when you do Kruskal's algorithm, the question is, okay, you're picking the edges from the lowest value possible. Which 7 should you choose? So what I want to do is I want to change the listing of 7s to not just be 7s. Let's say I want them to choose these 3 and not these. So I'll choose this one to be 7A, and I'll choose this one to be 7B, and I'll choose this one to be 7C. And then I'll choose this one to be 7D, E, and F. Okay? So now, when we're sorting the edges, we're not only sorting them by the number, but also by the letter. Okay? And what's going to happen is it's going to choose these 3 first. And presumably, if you would choose these, if it would go on and choose any of these, you would get a cycle. You're not allowed to have a cycle. Okay, so if we change the sort, if you change the weights to have something like this, you have that. Anyways, I think that's the answer that the book wants. Not really sure. It's a strange question. But anyways, that's the only question I asked from chapter 23. Okay, take care.